This ought to be interesting. This is going to be the first time I'm streaming in this format. Let me see how it works. Forgive the grand experiment and see if this actually works okay. I'm live with my new little setup. Alright. Why can't I see my cursor though? Oh, it's not good that I can't see my cursor. Let's go back in here. Nope, still can't see my cursor. Options. Interesting. Something's going on with the cursor. This is why I'm testing, because I can't see my cursor. It's so weird. Props, miscellaneous cursor. Interesting. Something's going on with the cursor. This is why I'm testing, because it's so weird. That did change things. Let's see if it changes what's showing here, though. That did change things. Nope. Let's see if it changes what's showing here. Screen share. Boom. Okay. I think maybe we fixed it. Maybe. What if I go like that? This is all a learning process, so bear with me. Yeah, I've got to adjust that because I'm getting audio echoing. Let me turn that so that I can't hear that. Is that better? Did the echo go away? Okay, well, let's see if I can control my game. This ought to be interesting. I'm not used to playing like this, So, but I'll run through a quick one here and just see if it works. Yay, I fixed the echo. All right. Sweet. Now let's just see if I can navigate in game. This ought to be a interesting way to stream using my new little avatar. Run a quick mission with the my oops, I'm going the wrong way. So now I gotta get everybody on the team set up with one of these so we can all stream together and have our little I'm trying to figure out how to make a really truly custom one. I did customize it a little bit, but he's still oh, my powers are not right. There we go. Boom. Oh, wow. Let's see if that is no, 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 and no. Oh, that's why, because my screen was cut off. Ha! See what happens? You don't know what you're doing? There we go. That's better. Oh, no? No! No! Oh, this is fun. I like it. Okay. So once I actually understand how this works on the regular, then it'll be better. Although I think my screen transmitting back there is a little wonky, maybe. Because it is kind of trying to capture where my cursor is in that window, and that's reflecting. But I'll figure this out. Oh, no! What happened? It lost my thing again. It lost my whiteboard source. Don't lose my source, man. Don't lose my source, man. There we go. I don't know. I've had this problem with trying to figure out the broadcasting on OBS with something different, a different source before, and it gets a little odd, so I don't know. That's why my initial streams were literally just capturing my entire screen instead of something kind of creative, but I don't know. It's the source of my problem, yes. I am the source of my problem. But we'll see if it works. This is intriguing in theory. I should like look up stuff on how to do this instead of just poking around with the software and trying to figure it out on my own, but you know, that's not how I work. I don't read. I don't do my research. I fiddle with shit and then see if I get it right. Hi guys, how you doing? I think I have a solution though around that problem that I'm seeing, where I'm getting that weird things where it's basically thinking I'm interacting with the other window. Is I can separate the source, pick a different stream source on OBS from the other one, and now I'm just mumbling, trying to problem solve in my head while I'm playing, but At least I get to get in a quick mission in Nova Pretoria before calling it a night and fiddle around with my little guy. I love the fact that he follows my keyboard commands. That is, he's actually like pushing buttons when I'm pushing buttons and moving the mouse when I'm moving the mouse. He's me. I live through a virtual avatar, not just the game one. Wow, how meta is that? I'm a virtual avatar playing a video game that I'm streaming at the same time. That's funny. Oops, die guys. Now we just need a way of capturing multiple of us while we're all teaming up. It looks like an archer. No, he's like Archer like the show, or Archer like a guy with a bow. That's the next thing I need to do, is get the chat up on my stream too, so that the chat will be displayed while I'm playing the show. Yeah, well, yeah, I could see that. You could definitely have a worse show to be connected to than Archer. Here, I'll put on a. There. Now I really look like I belong in Archer. Now we just need to get more people playing and streaming along with us, and because otherwise, then it's just me talking to myself. Well, and talking to whoever I'm actually getting lucky enough to get on to watch my streams. Part of the challenge is definitely that I'm playing an older game that was not super stream friendly, but at least I can actually do it. There was a while I couldn't stream at all. Oh hey, look, it's a guy with a name. I know who you are. I'm saying in addition. No, rude is that you're not joining us. You gotta play. Level up. You've managed to uncover the secret. This is all. This time was Praetor White. I want to go through and redo a lot of these sequences that they have in here and add voiceover to them instead of just caption. That'd be cool. But then I'd have to pay attention to the text. Don't have your computer right now. Do I want to steal the Fixodine or do I want to trade the Fixodine? That's the question. Help Jackhammer or use the Fixodine stash to get myself some a higher position with the Loyalists? Do I want to be Resistance, Loyalist, Resistance, or Loyalist? Decisions. I'm gonna be Resistance. I'm gonna steal it. Where's the fire farm? Not farming today. I should. Bad bean. Usually Zaid's the goodest of the good, although when you're doing this Praetorian stuff, I gotta be careful and pay attention to my health. The Resistance is kind of the good guys, depending on your point of view, so, you know. Because Emperor Cole is bad. He reigns supreme and gives you the illusion of a utopia, but he's a dictator. So, it's funny actually. The fire farm comment. I haven't done a farm in quite some time. Maybe I need to do one. I put all this time into making farm characters. They all suck in the end because neither of them give free purple recipes. Not free. I've gotten some decent drops for purples, but lately I've actually noticed for a while that the purple drop rate was horrible. But I have been getting more when we do TFs, so that makes it worthwhile. But definitely haven't done a farm recent enough to know if they fixed the drop rate. I used to get a lot more when doing farms, not necessarily anymore, but the mission is complete. Leaving the mission map. I'm doing all these pillar missions right now because it's a lot of stuff that I missed, and especially, the Praetorian content, so. Purple drops were limited on the old server. Yeah, that is true. That is true. But then I just no-life the game and make up for the lack of purple drops by just playing a ton until I get my purple drops. Can I call him? Oh, wait, that was done. That was it. Wow, that one was quick. That was a really quick mission. I said I was going to just do one because it's kind of late and I'm supposed to, get up early, but that one was super quick, so I got to do another one. Let me see if I can get another quick one. Get another quick one. Or maybe I'll just go do a farm. I could just go do a farm. Do I have anybody I need to farm for, or would that just be money? Might be money. Yes, farm. Farm is greed. Greed is good. Especially since I was just promising people some money to help enhance characters. And I actually don't think I have much funds on him right now. Some of my other characters, I've only got 29 mil. I don't have much on him. But some of my other characters might have some money. Yes, Old McFarmer has the greed. Do I want to do some more? I was trying to get DJ to go in and give us a Halloween theme for the base during December, during October, but she was like, yeah, you put in the work. So needless to say, if it gets turned over for me to do base work, it doesn't happen. And if anybody doubts that, just take a look at the villain base, because that's the one that was built by me, and it looks like, let's say it's a minimalist design. Let's say that. Let's see, what have we not done? We're working on this low-level stuff. Not this one. This one's... I don't know how long this one is. Day in the life of Mr. G. Do I want to do that? Emperor Cole did nothing wrong. He got the story out of Victoria. It's the old Star Wars quote, right? What I told you was true from a certain point of view. It all depends on your point of view, whether or not you support the Praetorians or you support the resistance to his regime. Pretoria for over 2 years in live. Oh man, I didn't spend a lot of time in Pretoria on live. That's part of the reason why I'm trying to work through some of the content now, because there is some really neat stuff that was released during that period, but I didn't play it. It was, I have the worst alt-itis in the world, so I just would be like, oh, let's go play this character now. Let's go play this character now. But yeah, so now I'm trying to do some of the stuff I hadn't really done and round out some of the badges. I barely got the 500, so that tells you. Yeah. I it's funny. I remember that was one of the biggest things that was brought up about end game content. I'm sure there's moments. Well, Nova, if you get on and play, we can work on that. I, you know, you can either grind out the levels, the low levels, and have fun, or you can just zoom up to high level. All I would suggest for your first 50, just not rude, wanting you to play. We have a fun group of people, although you would not know it, considering I'm on by myself right now. But that's just me whining, because people want to sleep and have regular lives. I much prefer them to make TFs rather than trial. Yeah. There's a lot of... I will say Homecoming's done a really good job of putting a lot of interesting new content and changing up the way things work. Changing the way that the Incarnate system worked was a big improvement because it was so painful on live. It's much more user-friendly on Homecoming. As much as I miss the game in its natural state, Homecoming has been great. And some of the other private servers as well. I mean, I've gone and played on a couple others, and they do have some really good, fun stuff. I think I'm stuck. All the newer people I've brought in have said that I'm stuck in this. How are you get stuck? It's stuff that comes intuitive to people that have been playing the game for a long time. But Nova is new or new-ish. So I understand you're learning. I had a couple of other friends that we've brought in later that didn't play the game when it was on live that have been playing on here. And yeah, the stuff that comes as second nature to people that have been playing for a long time, they're like, well, wait a minute. How do you do that? Where do I find this? Well, yeah, that secret server stuff. All that stuff that all of us didn't get to play on. And even when Homecoming launched, in the beginning, I didn't play it that much because it was so rough. And once they kind of ironed out the stability, then I started no life in it, and now this is what I do. This is my joy. City. Let's see. What do we want to do? Do we want to run one of these? Do we want to hop on with a different tune and do a little farmy farm action? Do we want to actually go to sleep and be a responsible human being? I'm a virtual human being. I don't have to be responsible, right? Let's see. What time is it? That should be... Well... I made the mistake of looking at my watch. Now that's going to make me want to actually go and do life stuff. Responsibility for the government. I don't work for the government, so I guess I don't have to be responsible. Old McZane at a farm. I want to build a blaster farm, just a farm made for Zaid specifically. Because then it would be, more productive. I could just farm with my own tune. But I mean, I do have Fire Farm characters but those are on the other account. But I do want to make a mission just for farming with specifically Zaid, just so I can crank out my own stuff. And I haven't made anything new in AE in a while. Maybe that's the next thing I'll do on a stream. I'll do some custom AE stuff for the fun of it. Yes, there's a Zaid everywhere. Everywhere is Zaid. Let's take a look. See what's going on in old AE. See, I said I was going to log off and be responsible, and now what I'm doing, I'm going to Architect because I haven't been there in a while. I love AE too. I've always... When it launched on live, it was a huge deal for me. I was like, I spent so much time in Architect and making missions and coming up with new stuff and then trying to drag my friends into all play it. Hey, check out this new mission I made. But now it's more been trying out the things that are kind of new on this server, different archetypes, different power sets, and playing around with that. Yeah. You know, it's funny because I heard a lot of uh, backlash about live with the farming and whatnot, but I farmed a lot on live. I never really suffered with it. I actually did blaster PLs on live, which just didn't do it on AE. I did it with certain missions that were good for farming, and helped a lot of my friends that get their characters up. Agriculture is important. That's right. Um, so But there's always a debate. People are like, let me see, do I have anything I need to sell? I got a couple purples. Ooh. I have to craft those. But Hemi Buzz Pay. I remember back in the old days when you used to do the werewolves or ninja farms on live. Um, those were crazy. I remember we used to have a guy who ran those, and I'd go in with my blaster and I'd be like, "You want to cut these farms down to no time flat?" And he'd gather the whole map, and then I'd just go in and nuke them. It was like, "Go ahead, grab them all for me, and let's just knock them down." Um, let's see. What do I have anything published right now that's I want to play? My published stories. I do have my bad farm. I got my Street Fighter mission. I got my training mission, which I still need to work on. Yeah, no good cart. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when you had no aggro cap, it was crazy. Yeah, I heard that you can get more AE slots. I want to do that so I can publish some more stuff. Because that's probably the having the cap is probably the main thing that's kept me from publishing a ton of stuff where I used to publish like crazy. If you feel like running this mission, go in, try out the Training with the Dark Ones mission. It's kind of long, but it's fun. It's got a bunch of characters based off of my supergroup members. So ARC code, ID code 5066. Go check it out. It's still a work in progress, but it's got some pretty fun stuff in there. And 3-slot increments. Nice. I will definitely have to check that out. Yeah. I mean, even just another 3 slots would be nice to publish some stuff. Because, yeah, I know on live I used to have a lot of missions. And then I would go on with my son's account and publish missions with his. And then that's called being obsessed. Alrighty, people. I think I am going to be responsible. It's getting late. It's 10:30 and I need to be up early to go do x-rays on my back. Fun stuff. It's been fun getting the interaction in the chat. I hope to see people back for more streams, and I'll try and polish this new format, see if it works out, and definitely run some missions with teams. At Lord Zaid is my handle in the game, so you can shoot me messages there too. Night Nova, have fun. And we got to see your setup. Get your VTuber setup going, and we'll play some City. Good night, everybody.